Welcome, viewers, to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now, today I'll be talking about always moving forward. Now, there will always be days in your life when you don't feel it. You will feel drained, you will feel lethargic, and you will even feel powerless. Now, many people today feel depressed and anxious and live what we know as lives of quiet desperation. They are stuck in inaction. They are technically able to feed themselves and go through the bare necessities of life, but there just seems to be this deep sense of a lack of purpose in their lives. And in my experience, the worst of feelings often follow not taking action. The worst kind of feeling that you can experience is when you are unable to do something productive in and with your life. Now, you may rationalize it. You can explain that, oh, I'm taking a holiday, I'm just resting for a bit, for this season, for this period. But ultimately, a dark feeling of worthlessness, of being unproductive, would often follow the man who is not in productive action. Now, there are three main states of humans that I've noticed. The first state is that of inaction. That is, you're totally not taking action in most things in your life. You're lazing around, you procrastinate a lot, you're just wasting around. Most of the time, you just spend your time watching pornography. And in this case, obviously, inaction is something undesirable because it just plain feels bad when you are not doing anything for a long period of time. Then there is the other extreme, what I call extreme intense action taking. Now, this is a state where someone is on fire due to willpower, a certain resolution that say, this time round I will succeed. Now, I've tried this kind of a state and I filled my entire day with an intense schedule, making sure that I follow every single minute of my schedule. The result? At the end of the first day, I've burned out my willpower, and I found that I do not have enough willpower to push through the rest of the days. Now then, the last part, the last state, which I believe is the most desirable, is what I call 20-mile march action taking. Now, the story of 20-mile march goes where there are two groups of explorers to the North Pole. They started around similar timing, but they employed two different strategies. The first group mentioned the strategy of observing the circumstance. That is to say, if the weather were good, they would march 30 to 40 miles on that good day to seize the opportunity. And then on days where the weather is bad, they would march less or even rest within their tents. The other group, however, maintained the pace of what is known as the 20-mile march, where day in, day out, regardless of circumstance, there are daily dues that must be done and will be done regardless of circumstance. So they would march as close to 20 miles a day. On good days, they would rest after they achieve 20 miles. On bad days, they would continue with that 20-mile march even though the day is so-called more difficult. And what happened is that the group that consistently did the 20-mile march reached the North Pole first and went home in victory, while the group that wanted to shift according to the circumstance ended up dead in the blizzard. Now, obviously, there are other factors at play which resulted in the success of one group and the failure of the other. But the gem in this story is that you can apply the 20-mile march to your life. The spirit of fanatical discipline, unerring consistency, day in, day out, day in, day out. Now, with the analogy of traveling, of of moving certain distances. Inaction simply means you're not moving. Extreme, intense action taking is like sprinting, while 20-mile march is walking. Walking. That is to say, the kind of psychological intensity that you want from doing work, doing productive work. It shouldn't be balls to the wall like sprinting, because you would not be able to last the distance. But instead, as you go through your life day in, day out, it doesn't have to be intense. You don't have to be so filled with passion and just say, come on, let's do it. Just walk forward. Always move forward. When I'm typing the script for this video, I'm not saying, alright, I need to be passionately typing. I'm just comfortably typing. And there is strength in this kind of calmness. There is strength that comes from walking, and there is strength that comes from consistency, and it should not be despised. Because many a times to travel the furthest, the true answer is found in walking, and a disciplined daily approach instead of gung-ho mad rushes of willpower to do things that you do not currently even have the ability to sustain. Always moving forward in a slow, calm, and disciplined way is the way to go. So, in conclusion, keep moving forward. Find things in your life that you can and will repeat on a daily basis, and keep to them consistently. The magic is in the consistency. If you take 30 days to build a habit every single month, then at the end of 1 year, you would have built 12 habits that are consistent, that are rooted. But if you are like the impatient man who wants to build 12 habits in a month, you will keep trying for the first month and fail, second month and fail, third month and fail, and you will find that you are constantly in a rut, you're constantly feeling unstable. So always move forward, but move forward using the 20-mile march. Now I hope you like this video. If you do, like it, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you again.